Well, first thing is it's another Milan highlight reel goal. So the fact that you get an overtime winner against Huntsville and on such a spectacular move, is kind of the whole package right there.
Pass. Here comes Milan. Milan weaves around, sends it into the goal! Game-winning goal, Garrett Milan! The Ice Flyers were so good with a man advantage, and then they carried that advantage over into overtime for most of the season. It makes it easier as a play-by-play broadcaster because you've only got 3 players on the ice, and you can see those plays develop typically. This one, though, it happened in a flash, right? A takeaway, an aggressive pass up the ice, and it turns into the game-winning goal in just a matter of a few seconds. That shows the explosiveness that the Ice Flyers had when you had fewer people on the ice to defend them.
You're not thinking when he first got the puck on his blade, it wasn't like, oh, here comes a goal. Because there was a defenseman there, but he made an unbelievable move, as he often has done in his career, to get around the defenseman. But then he still has to deke the goaltender.
I see he's got the puck out wide, and I have a feeling he loves that toe drag move. He does it all year, so I had a feeling he was going to go for it. And sure enough, he toe drags the defenseman and he gets around him, and I'm thinking, there's no way this guy's going to pull off a toe drag and a goal all in overtime. So sure enough, he gets to the goalie and he makes another move to the backhand and he finishes it off, and I'm sitting way back at the far blue line. I'm just kind of like peeking my head up there, and I'm like, wow, this guy just pulled that goal off, and I've never really seen a goal like that before. So pretty cool to see.
Yeah, well, I saw obviously Cy was kind of like leaning on his one edge out towards the board. So when you're a forward and you have that guy, that defenseman in that position, you kind of know he can't get back to kind of go the other way. So toe dragged around that guy, and then obviously it's kind of a hard play to think about what you're doing. It's just kind of instinct at that point, and that's kind of a move that I like doing on the goalie sometimes. So just kind of worked. I was going left to right, and it kind of happened that it went in. So it was very fortunate for sure.
I don't know, you could throw out so many adjectives these days now. You see it when it happens sick. It was just unbelievable. That type of move, that's made in the NHL. You don't see that in the SPHL a whole lot, the goal that he scored. 3-on-3, overtime, that was a thing of beauty. That should be shown so many times in so many ways with the course of the season with the Ice Flyers, because the way he toe dragged it and went on in one-on-one and he finished it, it was pretty amazing. And it was just, everybody walked away. They went home obviously happy, but they saw one dramatic goal.
Yeah, I think you remember obviously the crowd being pretty loud, especially in overtime when you kind of get the puck with speed in the neutral zone and you're going to one-on-one. Even though sometimes one-on-one's not the best scoring chance per se, the crowd definitely gets up and starts cheering, and you can kind of hear the crowd rise up for that. And then obviously when you score that goal, you definitely hear the goal horn and people going crazy. So it's definitely a cool feeling for sure.
And yeah, that's it. The thing is just maybe that's Garrett Milan encapsulated in the years that we've watched him is, he's never cheated the fans. He's never cheated his team. He's given them everything he's had every shift, and that's the thing I love best about him.
Garrett Milan is the type of player in the overtime when the game is on the line, he wants the puck, all right? And at that particular time, he is 110% confidence in himself that he's going to win the game. When Garrett Milan got that puck, and I'm not speaking for him, but just saying and just following the game, he knew in his mind that I'm going to go down there and score. Now, as the play went on, that toe drag, unbelievable. And the way that he finished it was pretty amazing. That's a highlight film goal for Ice Flyers history.
On
into the stick, an aggressive pass. Here comes Milan. Milan weaves around, sends it into the goal! Game-winning goal, Garrett Milan! And the Ice Flyers beat Huntsville 3-2. What a move, Garrett Milan!